Good morning, guys. It's going over a couple Forex pairs for this morning. We got a nice little break to the downside. We had a bearish flag that formed right here. It's the box region. All right. So we are anticipating for price to at least come back down and test this trend line. All right, see here. All right, but we do have some key areas we need to break. All right, so if you look right here, this was an area of what? Resistance. All right, we broke down to the downside, we came up and we broke resistance. All right, we broke this resistance. We did not retest this resistance. Okay, therefore, it's now serving as another area of support. Boom. All right, now look right here. Price came down, met it. Okay, that's why it's important to plot on your chart where the support and resistance zones are. Okay, and this is the reason why price likes to turn around, and you're wondering why did it just choose to turn around here. Market has memory, and like I said, if we look left right here, this is very important. Okay, even when you look here, price had this as support. It respected this area. It broke, came up, then it broke back down. It failed to hold as a resistance point, and then we broke and it finally held. Okay, then we came back up and visited, reject, down, then we broke, but we didn't get a retest. All right, so this is a clue that eventually price could come back down to this area. All right, I was in this trade early this morning. I was able to get some decent pips out of this. So I was entered this trade at the break of here using the bar elimination technique. Boom, right here. Red bar eliminated this red bar. I took it down to recent market structure, which was here. All right, so I got out of the trade right here. All right, I just shorted it to that. All right, now on this breakout, something told me, hey, man, you should have probably kept your order and you would have had some more pips. But something told me, no, you know the rule. We don't like taking breakout trades. We like to wait for confirmation. All right, here's why. It broke out, it stopped, and then it came back on us. All right, some people like to trade a breakout and they get halfway right here, they get into the trade, they get a little bit of profit, then boom. Look left, look at this. So right now what we're doing is nothing. All right, price did come back. All right, it came back to what? It came back to area that used to be what? Support. This was support. Price broke support. All right, now it's the new resistance. Price came back and retested. So now look, we could go short again for the retest, but I'm a little bit more conservative these days. So I want to see, we got 34 minutes. I want to see what this candle does, how it closes. All right, and then when the second candle opens, I want to see, is this candle is going to open above this resistance line or below? If it's below, then I would consider maybe taking it short. All right, so we can see how many pips is going to be even from here to here. And it's only like 9. All right, so let's take it on down to the trend line. All right, so what is that? So it's about 27 pips. So it's possibly could be a 27 pip move. Now, to get the ultimate downside target, what I want to do is I want to measure this impulsive move to the downside. All right. So I'm looking for price to possibly come back up, maybe into this area. All right. So 39.55 area is where we think price possibly could come to. Right there. So I wouldn't wait to get all the way to this. I want to see how this price reacts at this trend line. We got key things going. We're below the 20 and the 50 moving average. So that's good. If anything, we can come down here and try to test this 200-day or 200 period moving average. All right, look where we got this over here. Price dropped below both moving averages and then it bounced off the 200. So possibly price could come down here, test this area, and then we could maybe get a bounce up. But the data was a little bit shaky with the jobless claims, so the US dollar could be weak. All right. And that was on an hourly. So then let's go look at the euro. All right, we got strong movement. I had key areas already plotted. All right. Last night, this was my support line right here. We were in a bullish flag. We got the breakout. We don't want to take the breakout. We want to take the trade on the retest. Let's do this. All right, here we go. So what did price do? All right, it broke, failed, came back. This is all a retest, fail, and then it's finally we get a push north. So these are one of these tricky ones. This is a trick you could do. Once again, you want to see a candle close above this. All right, these candles kept wicking, coming back down. At any time, it could have came up, down, and then all of a sudden break back down, and sometimes even form an M shape. That can happen. All right. That's why sometimes it's better to see if an entire candle closes above this structure, because these wicks can be deceiving. All right. So when do we get it? All right. So this candle, boom, it closed. All right. Strong close above, and then we get a candle to go, and then it surpasses this candle. Then we make a look to take the trade. But you would look left, and you would take it to that recent area market structure. Whenever your market structure looks this tight in this area, you may go up to a higher time frame, but our target would have been here. But that's the area where it has major structure. But here's the thing too. Price didn't have to go there. Price could have stopped right there and turned around on us if it wanted to. That's why you have to be aware of all the bumps in the road on your trip. Sometimes people forget to look left. So if we would have took this trade to here, that would have been 12 pips. But taking it all the way up to the next, be over 54, 55 pips. So it's not bad. So I'm giving you two scenarios that it could have happened. But we did, it just plowed through. And, now we're up, okay? Let's see what retracement level this is. All right, we're close to the 61% retracement area. So we could see price come back down and retest this zone. All right. So that's something to keep in mind. Your eyes open a minute. This will be the area I'm looking for price to cross back over before I would think about even shortening it. This is a key area. We want price to break this, come back and retest it. If it does, then we want to at least try to come back down to this area to trade this. Let's see how many pips this could possibly be. It's about 38.41 something pips. Not bad. So we'll set some alerts, see if price can come back through here for a retest. British pound USD. So you remember we were talking about that flag pattern, right? And remember I was telling you that it could break to the downside. Well, look what you got right here. Got a pole flag. It failed. What's the rule? A candle need to close above this. A candle didn't really close above it strong. All right. Then we had a push down failure. So it seemed like we got like an M shape. Remember when I was talking about the M? Let me stretch it out for you so you see a little better. The M. All right. So that's why we have to be careful. Clearly, there's a flag. Just because you think it breaks above doesn't mean anything. We need confirmation. All right. So what we want to see is we want to see a break, a retest, and then a bounce, and then the candles closing above the structure, and maybe look. All right, we got a break. Price pushed down, came back up here to the moving average or back up into the market structure, and then we made our way back down. Currently, right now, we're not doing anything with this. All right, clearly in the downtrend. All right, this is what we're at right now. Yeah, so we want to see how price reacts. Yeah, we want to see how price reacts. Because even though it's like a bull flag, somebody could argue that it possibly could be a bear flag, and here's why. Look at this. Look at this long leg, and then you got this. Somebody could argue that this is a flagpole, and this is the flag, but it's in a bear. All right, somebody could argue that. So that's probably why you're getting a downward pressure. It's not ideal, but you get what I'm saying. So right now, like I said, not doing anything unless you go on a lower time frame and see something. But it's below the moving averages, 200 up here. Still could have some downside pressure. But don't be amazed or alarmed if a surprise, should I say, if price starts to come back up here, retest this area. All right, you got to monitor that dollar. All right, I'll do one more and that'll be it. Let's do USD JPY. All this is on the hourly time frame. Same type movement. You got a failure down. We're in a lot of consolidation at the moment. This could be considered a bear pivot. All right. Not currently doing anything on this. Too much consolidation. Not a clear move. We do know we have to clear. If we're going short, we gotta clear this area first. And of course, if we're going long, we need to clear this area. So until price crosses these areas, there's nothing really to do right now. Too much of the consolidate. We don't never want to trade in a consolidated state. Like right here, this is consolidation. We don't want to do this. This was a bear flag, and then look what happened. Price looked like it wanted to go low, and then it failed and came back. Okay, so you got to be careful with some of these patterns. You need to have concrete rules. Be careful on those false breakouts. Look at these. Look at that. Like this is all resistance. I mean support. Price broke. You're thinking it's going, and it comes back, and then look at this long rally up. So that's why you need to see if a candle can close. Okay. Got a little pierce. Then right here, candle close. We'll see what this one do. Now we can look for entries based off this candle, and then we can take it to recent market structure. This is where your target would be. And you hit right here. So that's it. Like I said, right now I don't see too many trading opportunities for me. Maybe you do. I've already made profit for the day, so I'm probably done. Yeah, so this possibly could be the play right now because, like I said, it's came back up into structure again. We got 19 minutes. We want to see what this next candle gonna look like, and then we can look possibly take this down. So, all right, guys, y'all have a great one. Stay safe out there.